Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn the first lesson, Rise of British Rule in India. We know that since ancient period, India has enjoyed an incomparable position in the world because of its heritage, cultural, social influence. Due to the economic prosperity, India was attracted by the foreigners always. India was known as a golden bird. India was famous for its spices, muslin, silk, cloth, indigo, etc. in the European countries. Trade between India and Europe was carried out through land routes and also through sea routes. Then Europeans were able to get these products. Istanbul was the center of this trade. Istanbul was the center of this trade, and it was known as in ancient times as a Constantinople. But in 1453 AD, the Muslim Turks conquered Constantinople and they blocked the sea route and land route for Europeans. As Europeans were not able to live with their spices and all, they were forced to discover a new sea route to India. That was the beginning of the discovery of sea route to India. So we know that this is an important event in the world history. 1453 AD, Ottoman Turks or Muslim Turks conquered the center of European trade. Europe and India or East was traded, and Istanbul was the center of it. That was conquered by Turks and they blocked the route. So Europeans were forced to find out a new sea route to India. And now we will see how the discovery of new sea routes happened in India. So they started discovering new routes to India. Many countries started their journey. We know that Bartholomew Dias, then Christopher Columbus, Amerigo Vespucci and all did their journey to India, but they did not reach the east. But in 1498, then only in 1498, Portuguese navigator Vasco da Gama reached the west coast at Calicut. That time, Samarin was the king of Calicut and he allowed him to start to trade there. And the Portuguese started or established their trade center in Calicut. So that was the era. New era began with the discovery of this sea route. So sea route, who founded the sea route? Vasco da Gama. The year is very important. 1498, he reached Calicut in the west coast and got permission from King Samarin and started trade center there. So after that, we can see the arrival of Europeans one after the other. The first was the Portuguese, and then next came Holland, then Dutch from the Holland, Danish from the Denmark, English from England, French from France, and these were the main Europeans came to India for the trade. Now we will see among all these Europeans, the English were the powerful ones. So in 1600 AD, East India Company was established by established in England. They got permission from Queen Elizabeth and they came to India. And when they came in India, then Portuguese were here. So they did not get permission. Later came this Jahangir. gave permission to them and they established their first trading center at Surat. Surat. Earlier they had trading centers at Surat, Bharuch and Ahmedabad. Later we can see that there was a conflict between all these Europeans for the power. Later English became very powerful, defeating Portuguese and French. Portuguese had their main centers Goa, Daman and Diu. And French had their main centers Mahi, Karaikal, Pondicherry and Chandranagar. That these centers we can see till the freedom of India also. So these were the main centers. So now we know that among the struggle or the conflict for power, English became supreme in the power. So the next we will see. So once more, 1453 AD, Ottoman Turks conquered Istanbul and blocked the land route that led to the discovery of a new sea route to India. In 1948, Portuguese navigator Vasco da Gama reached Calicut in the west coast of India and started trade center with the permission of King Samurai. After that, many European countries, the people from different European countries came to India for trade. Among the conflict between power, the English became superior and they started their trade centers around India. Now, after starting trade centers, what happened that we will see. So the next is Battle of Plassey. Is Battle of Plassey. Battle of Plassey in 23rd June 1757. So that is an important event. So we understood that British became or the English became the powerful. They established their trade centers. They had one trade center at Kolkata also. Then what happened? Without the permission of Siraj Dowlah, British made or built a fort around their trade center. So Siraj Dowlah was not a good person. He had many opponents. His impulsive nature made him many opponents. So without the permission of Siraj Dowlah, Nawab, British constructed a fort around their court on the pretext of security. So what Siraj Dowlah done? Siraj Dowlah destroyed that fort because he is Nawab. Without the permission only they have made it. So they destroyed it. So even though the English were powerful, they know that it is not easy to conquer Siraj Dowlah. So they made a conspiracy with Mir Jafar. Is the commander-in-chief of Siraj Dowlah. In that they fought a battle between Siraj Dowlah and British. In that battle, Siraj Dowlah lost that battle and British got 24 Parganas. And as earlier decided, Mir Jafar became the Nawab. That is the Battle of Plassey. Why it is important in the history? Because it laid the foundation of British rule in India. So it's a very important thing. Battle of Plassey made the foundation of British rule in India. So Mir Jafar became Nawab and British got 24 Parganas as a result. So Battle of Plassey is an important thing. Plassey is a place in West Bengal And 23rd June 1757, that was the first battle, and Siraj Dowla lost the battle. His commander-in-chief supported English, and the English got a majority, or English became victorious, and as a result 24 Parganas were given to British. Then next is Battle of Buxar. That battle also very important. This Battle of Buxar in 1764. As a continuation, we can say that after the Battle of Plassey, the British were not satisfied with that. They thought that Mir Jafar will support him for doing business and making profit and all, but after getting the position, Mir Jafar did not supported the English. So what happened? British thought of removing Mir Jafar and appoint Mir Qasim, his cousin, as a Nawab, and he also was not favorable to British. So they decided again to fight with these Nawabs. So one side British and other side Mir Jafar, then Mir Qasim, and Mughal Emperor Shah Alam fought a battle at Buxar against the British, and in this battle also who lost? The trio lost. This trio, or this three, lost the battle, and British became victorious. As a result of it, what happened? Then thus the company got the Diwani rights. Diwani rights means, it's an important thing, Diwani rights means right to collect revenue from Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. So three states came under the control of the British, and so their influence also increased, and as because of this Diwani rights, dual power policy came to existence. Dual means dual power policy, one side British and other side Nawab. British with money, or the collection of revenue is with the British, but they had no responsibilities of the people. But Nawab without power, all responsibilities were with the Nawab only. So the people became very difficult, and then it continued, and the power little by little British started to get the full power from there. So this is Battle of Buxar. Both battle of Plassey and Battle of Buxar is very important in the history, because that laid the foundation of British rule in India, and we know that the starting was not that much easy for them, but later they ruled here more than 150 years. Later they ruled here more than 150 years. So these are the different things today I taught you. You have to learn it, you read from the book and understand once more. And first one, introduction, that was 1453 AD. Constantinople was conquered by Ottoman Turks. They blocked the land route that made the discovery of Nice sea route to the east, and 1498 Vasco da Gama reached the west coast of India, and after that we can see the different Europeans came to India, and they made a conflict for power. English became superior in that one. Later Battle of Plassey was 1757. They got 24 Parganas, and again Battle of Buxar was 1764. That gave him the Diwani rights, right to collect revenue from Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. and the East India Company got more power because of this one. Okay, the next expansion of company's rule we will see in the next class. Thank you.